50% of this story is bullshit. When my friend was but a lad on a scouts trip, a troubled older gentleman spotted him drinking soda from a can using a straw, got in his face and shouted, "Straws are for." To this day, not only has he never used a straw to drink any beverage from any container, if he sees you using a straw, my sweet, sensitive, caring Massachusetts liberal friend will look upon you with disdain. And if prompted, he will unironically take the old man's position on the topic. That's kind of fucked. Just a few short years later, the same troubled old man approached me as a child and declared that it was impossible to teach a casino sequence that encouraged improvisation, styling, incorporate rumba, and take that partner sequence. Let's make a circle. Okay. And show how to adapt it for a circle. Where my friend psychologically crumbled, I persevered. 7. Yes? Okay. If you already have fundamental casino turns, you can follow along with the sequence. It uses one of my absolute favorite techniques to do in class, especially if you have people at different levels of intermediate, where it takes 2 movements led from the same position that take up the same amount of counts and can even feel kind of similar. And we leave it up to the leaders which of 2 movements they're going to lead. That way it discourages the follows from anticipating. It teaches the leads how to lead the different movements clearly and the follows to pick up on the nuances between the turns. As an extra bonus, it also gives the follows an opportunity to practice styling when they don't know exactly what's coming their way. You can also show different variations within the movements. So when you're watching the class, everyone kind of moves through the same positions, but it can look like they're all leading different combinations. The first this or that is going to be between abajo and dile que no, paséala. Let's go from paso de son. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, adios. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Bring her on over. 5. Let's stop and talk about it for a little bit. Right here. Let's decide if we want to do abajo and dile que no or paséala. Either one basic over here and abajo or whatever we want to call it today, followed by dile que no to get her back over here. So it's just going to take 2 8 counts. Or we said we could do dile que no paséala, which is this 1, 2, 3. Bring her around me, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Bring her over here. 5, 6, 7, which is again is 2 8 counts, okay? If I want to do the basic over yonder, I got to make sure when I bring her up here, I give her a pivot so that she's facing her whole self back this way, and I bring her back over here. If I want to do dile que no, I only want to give her a pivot so much that she has a path to walk straight that way. So if you try to point your follow's toes where you want her to go, that's a good way to look at it. So let's do 1 abajo, 1 dile que no. 5, 6, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, dile que no. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Great success? Yes. Does everyone, ooh, I love the enthusiasm. Thanks for coming. And now let's do dile que no, paséala. 5, 6, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Bring her behind you. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Let's rewind. Yeah. Yep. All right. So first 3, dile que no like normal. 1, 2, 3. So right here, she's thinking, man, 90% chance I'm just going to go over here. We're going to start doing turns and stuff. So you have to combat that a little bit by making sure that you connect the hand that you have contact with behind your back to your right hand by like 7. 5, 6, 7. All right. And so the way that I'm going to do that also, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to go to where she just was. 5, 6, 7. So that helps out a little bit. And I bring her forward. 1, 2, 3. Switch a nice little arm wrestling grip here. And then bring her over. 5, 6, 7. All right. So let's try dile que no, paséala. 5, 6, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Bring her behind you. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Thank you. Let's smartly rotate. Cool. When we get her over here, let's be real happy that we got over here. And we'll do one basic of guapea. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. And then we'll pick what turn we want to do, enchufa or a vacila with a rodeo. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So we should end up here. All right? Go from paso de son. I'll call it out for you. Ready? 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Adios. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Bring her on over. Abajo. Or dile que no, paséala, up to you. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. One basic over here. Enchufa or vacila with rodeo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Once you're familiar with the fundamental movements of casino, there is no better way to prepare yourself for social dancing than these this or that style drills. Because what is social dancing? The partners need to be familiar with the language of the dance, so all the fundamental movements. The leads need to be able to communicate clearly those movements to the follow and put them together in combination according to what fits with the music. The follows need to be able to interpret those signals without knowing what's coming and add a little bit of style just to make things look. So it's quite fortunate that the Casino Level 1 digital course has sections dedicated to the fundamental turns, the this or that style drills that you're seeing in this video, both for individual movements and putting them together in combination, as well as more in-depth lead follow drills for both partners to do together, and styling options for men and ladies. And it's on sale for 50% off with promo code YouTube. That part wasn't bullshit. What's also included in the course is what we're going to get into next, which is adding variation to some of the common movements. Within all this stuff, there's some variations that the leads can incorporate too. There's like by the book rodeo that we did off of like Basila, we had the hand up high. I was very ceremonious. Yeah, we're very like old school. There's a bunch of ways that we could do rodeo. We could do more casual rodeo. So let's lead a turn. So 1, 2, 3. Let's just get here, all right? So what I can do is I can pass the hand to my right hand. 5, 6, pass it behind my back to my left hand. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. I can do it like that. Some turn and then rodeo. 5, 6, go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Shoot.
Rats! Ah, dang it! All right. Let's try it. Let's try again. All right, basic. 5, 6, 7, and some turn, and then the rodeo. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, switch to the right hand. 5, switch it back to the left. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Cool, thanks. Let's smartly rotate. We can have a friendlier rodeo also. So what we could do is whatever turn. 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna go ahead and just swim my right arm just over. 5, 6, 7. And I'm gonna swim my left arm, again, backstroke, not butterfly or freestyle, backstroke, and then guide her, and then switch back like that. In Shufa and rodeo, let's go swimming if you want. 2, 3. Right arm goes over, left arm goes over. 5, 6, D-lecano. Whatever rodeo they decide to do, you have that hand free to express yourself in whatever, just live out your truth with that hand. As long as your truth looks good and is about waist height, or maybe I'm a little teapot, with the thumb down, a little bit of, maybe I'm kind of a bad teapot. All right, basic. 5, 6, 7, and some turn, and then rodeo, but style it for the follows. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Some turn and then rodeo, but make it look good. 2, 3. You can still shake stuff if you want. 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, good. Normally, exceed we're pivoting her outside over her right shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. The vineyard is out there, okay? But what we can do is we can bring her up. 1, 2, 3. Leave this hand high and continue to bring her back. Continue the momentum of this pivot and just stir overhead. 5, 6. On 7, you got to make sure you get her back. Otherwise, she's going to spin out the window. So we go 1, 2, 3. Bring her up. 1, 2, 3. And then you can kind of lead it with your right hand and left hand. 5, 6. Make sure you get her back for 7. One of the most popular requests on the channel is how to put rumba wawanko into casino. Provided you've got wawanko that you can dance and some casino that you can put it into, one of the clearest ways to transition into it is a free pivot turn for both partners off of guapea for some easy styling. The follows can do the cabaret goalpost arm. In the spirit of the geese that were outside, you can do the dead swan necks. You can put the palms up, whatever works for you. And then from there, you're off to the races dancing wawanko. If you don't have wawanko that you can dance, you're staring across from somebody dancing rumba, suppose you could do a side step, but I've got a video on the channel that goes through the basics of rumba wawanko. I think does a pretty good job. Even more thorough, but still also free, is this month's edition of Casino Next Level, the fundamentals of rumba wawanko. I will put a link in the description. Ain't nothing wrong with a side step, but we didn't warm up to that Yoruba Andalo song by doing a side step, did we? What we warmed up with was a little change in the posture. And again, if that's anxiety inducing, she's doing all that, she's like, well, I got the side step. Side step is real clean. Real clean looking. You do that, but I think the side step is kind of where it's at. It's not illegal. But let's say it was illegal real quick. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna see how our posture changed. A little more bend in the knees. All right, butt back a little bit, but don't lose your chest. And we're just gonna go, we're not gonna change the weight 3 times, just out to the side, back to the middle, out to the side, back to the middle, out to the side, back to the middle. And then, still on 7, I'm gonna step at her. Gonna go something like 1, 2, 3. Did she do goose arms? Oh shit. Ba, ba, ba-do, ba, 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 ba. That's enough. 1, 2, 3. Can we try it? Okay. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and shoot. But worry about seat line. Here we go. Girl there. Inside or outside turn. Free turn right here. Ba, 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 do, ga, ga. Ba, 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 do, ba. Hey. Let's make a circle. Okay. We're gonna do the exact same thing, almost. 5, 6, 7, and in shufa or basila la. 5, 6, 7 with rodeo. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Inside or outside turn. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Lead a free turn with the arms right here, but look to the new person and ga, 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 do, ga, 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 ga. Garuka, hey, 1, 2, 3. Can we try it? Yeah. Okay, let's go. And shuka basila. Don't forget the swan arms here. Hey. Okay, one more, let's go. Return. Hey, ba, 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 hey. All right. And sugar basila, let's go. Hey. Very good. Thank you. The band that you just heard playing a song that if you've ever taken a casino class in your life, you are guaranteed to have danced to, will be playing live in the beautiful mountains of Asheville, North Carolina this Memorial Day weekend. Miss Clara Nieto and myself will be teaching workshops in son, rumba, afro, rueda. Paul from DC Casineros will be hosting an hour dedicated to having rueda groups exchange moves with one another. There's gonna be multiple socials. You can be inside taking workshops, you can be outside hiking, you can do both. There's gonna be fucking Timbalive. I'll put a link for tickets in the description. If you are anywhere in the Southeast, what are you doing?